Nasa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, happy Thursday mga kaibigan. Welcome ho sa ating program. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Welcome ho dito po sa Immigration Corner on a Thursday. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN. Palagi ninyong nakakasama kapag ganitong araw. So welcome ho. Good evening ho sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ng United Kingdom, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland at England, syempre, no? Magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang lingguhang programang wherein we talk about immigration matters, immigration issues dito po sa programang ito. Pero hindi ho ako ang nagpapaliwanag yan dahil wala naman ho ako talagang alam malawak na kaalaman pagdating ho sa immigration. Ang star of the show ay pakikilala ko, no? Siya ho ang kauna-unahang abogadang Pinay, no? Or Filipina dito ho sa United Kingdom. At siya ho ang managing partner po ng Douglas Simon Solicitors. Siguro hindi na natin pahabain pa. Pakilala na kagad natin, tawagin na natin, isama na natin kagad sa programa natin dahil siya ang essence ng programa, siyempre, immigration expert on an immigration program. Mga kaibigan, walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Attorney, happy Thursday. Attorney, wala kang audio, wala kang narinig sa'yo. Siguro nakamute yung audio. Ayan.
Sorry. Okay.
Ayun,
yeah,
okay. Okay na. Take two, yan. Okay.
Sorry.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. So, unless you were good at reading lips nga, no? Ang sabi ko, happy Thursday po sa inyong lahat. It's good to be back, no? Yeah, it's been one of those weeks, so I'm doing things like nakalimutan ko na I was on mute and things like that. Now it's been a hectic week. Kamusta ka, Sonny? Kamusta kayong lahat, no?
Okay naman. I think it was a wonderful, parang maganda ang panahon ng nakaraan yata itong weekend, no? Kahapon, we were 28 degrees dito kung saan ako naroon, and it was truly hot talaga, humid. Bihira ako makaramdam ng gano'n. No? It was really, truly hot. I think it was yesterday. Oo. Pero okay naman. Weekend, where did I go last weekend? Hindi ko na matandaan. Ikaw, Attorney, wala ka bang any premieres or any event na pinuntahan mo?
No.
Or baka... last time you had this Formula 1 yata, di ba? Yung sa
last year.
Sa lugar na yun? Anong lugar yun? Yung may dito sa Pilipinas, sa Pilipinas.
Silverstone.
Sa UK Silverstone, yeah, one of the legs ng ng F1, no? So yeah. Oh, ikaw, how was your weekend? How's Watson, by the way? Patagal ko nang hindi nakakumasa si Watson,
Watson is fine. Yung nga lang tumataba, no? Like all of us, Sonny, no? Well, apart from you, ikaw lumiliit. Watson is his usual nga tamad, kain, tulog, no? So that's my dog, no? So he's a bit like me, really, no? Tulog, kain, And the only difference between us is ako tulog, kain, trabaho, no? So no, otherwise I think it's fine. I sent Paula actually a photo of Watson. So taken about 5 minutes ago. So ngayon tulog na naman siya. So no,
Okay.
he's
Sige,
fine.
sige nga.
Yeah.
Oo.
So,
Tignan natin kung ano yung photo ni Watson. Tapos i-update kita kay Snooki. Kasi dalaga na
yeah.
si Snooki. Oh, she's started her period na.
Ooh.
Nag-period na siya.
Talaga.
I think it was 1 week na ba? Si Snooki? Nag-period na siya. Ngayon lang ako nakakita ng asong ng puppy. She's 11 months old. 11
Okay.
or parang 10 months old. Pero nag-ano na siya, may heat na siya. At yung kanyang private part, talagang namamaga. Very Oo, at saka this will run for about mga siguro, I don't know, mga 4 to 8 weeks, 6 weeks. So,
Wow,
ayun,
ang tagal.
Ang tagal, yung mga damit ko
Gosh.
may dugo, minsan yung bed kasi natutulog siya kasama namin. Because it all started when I had her. I was leaving her dun sa living room, tapos natutulog ako sa kama. For mga first few days, iyak na iyak, so hindi ko matiis. Dinala ko na kagad sa dahil maingay baka sa mga neighbors, ganyan. So dinala ko. So naging habit na kasanayan na natutulog siya sa bed every night. Kaya lang, itong nag-period na siya, may heat na siya, heat yata ang tawag nila, no? Minsan may mga dugo-dugo sa mga beddings. Oh.
Oh dear.
So,
dear.
they call it spade yata. Spade ba yung parang in-neuterize mo siya? Neuterize yun. Sa lalaki yata, neuter yata, di ba? Sa babae, spade yata. Oh, spade.
Tama ka. So, kailan yung gagawin yun?
Hindi na. Kasi gusto rin namin eventually to have some puppies later on. Pero parang mabigat sa loob namin na dalaga pa, bago pa. Baka hindi naman pwede magmami na kagad siya. We'd like to enjoy her more and more. Siguro mga after 3 years, pwede na namin allow na magkaroon ng maging mami na siya. Ganon. At the moment, we'd like to enjoy her as a puppy. A puppy dog, little dog. Oh. So yan. As in the picture niya, photo ni Watson. Direct. Pinagdalawa na siya ni attorney kasi sabi lang niya couple of minutes ago, sabi niya.
Yeah, papadala ko. No, I sent it by WhatsApp. So
okay.
Yeah. So anyway, hindi naman siya nagbabago. Si Watson, he looks exactly the same. Yung nga lang if anything tumataba. He's 9.5 years old now, si Watson. So this he's slowing down a little bit na nga ngayon.
Wow, 9.5 years old,
yeah,
no? Oh.
Yeah, 9.5 years old siya.
Yung I don't know if you know Maria, yung ating editor, si Maria, she has a kitten now, mga 3 months old yata. And she's been longing for a kitten. Oo, sinasabi nga niya sa mga anak niya, mga anak, maregaluhan niyo ako ng kitten. Niregaluhan naman siya, no? Because she went to the States stay there for mga 2 or 3 months with her sister for a while, parang bonding nila. And once she came back, meron na siyang pusa. Ang pangalan, 3 months pa lang, 4 months pa lang yung kitten. And the name is Mochi, Mochi. So, nakakatuwa. So, she calls her, si Mochi, her daughter, her daughter daw. Kasi meron siyang 2 sons. So, meron ng kaibigan parang cousin in effect si Snooki na pusa, na kitten, no? Yeah, And
magpadala siyang picture.
Nga, meron kung makuha mo yung direct yung kay Maria Ellis pero ipipick upin mo lang. Pag ma-pick up mo lang, andun sa Maria Ellis meron siyang pinost na little girl niya, si Mochi yata. May apelido pa Ellis ang apelido niya. So, Mochi, that may middle name or middle initial. Kung makikita mo lang direct, kay Maria Ellis, andyan siya, nasa baba Nag-post siya ng isang pusa, ang pangalan si Mochi. Sige, pakita lang natin, baka sakali lang kung makuha kagad ni direct, mailabas natin. It's fun. It's nice to have a dog, a pet pala, I should say, no? May ibang tao, ang pet nila, Meron akong napanood hindi ko alam kung BBC or ITV attorney, ang pet niya, duck eh. No? Nabili niya maliit muna, pinalaki niya, ganoon, tapos duck. Pero I don't know how you can have a duck pet, no? Ikaw, what do you think? Duck na pet? Pwede ba? Ayan, no?
tingnan
Yes, si
mo, si
Mochi.
Mochi. Cute
Oo, si
niya,
Mochi.
no? Ang gandang kulay niya.
Oo.
Ang gandang kulay,
Oo.
no? So
Ang dilim,
cute.
ang itim-itim, no? Oo. Pati nga uli si Mochi, Direk. Ayan, si Mochi, patakbo-takbo daw yan. At saka may insurance na yan. Insured na kagad, sabi niya. ako nga saan, sabi niya, walang insurance. Ito, may insurance, So, anyway, ito naman si Watson. Of course, laki ng ilong ni Watson, no? Grabe. Ang ilong ni Snooki,
Malaking aso eh.
ang ilong ni Snooki kasi laki lang ng butas ng ilong ni Watson. Ganun lang kaliit.
Siguro.
Grabe. It's
Siguro.
very, very small. Yeah, very small. Teka muna, attorney. Ang topic natin for tonight is direct paki-flash natin itong ating topic for tonight. Ito ho yung topic natin for tonight, no? Ayan. Okay, private life, immigration, and young adults. Ayan ho, pag-uusapan, tatalakayan ni attorney mamaya, no? In the meantime, punta na tayo doon sa ating yung pagbati, no? Yung ating yung mga bragging rights, sino yung unang bumati sa atin. Sige, direct, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, ayan. Okay. Attorney, ayan. Sino sa palagay mo, who do you think is our first greeter yung bumati sa atin sa ating Immigration Corner on a Thursday? Yeah. Happy Thursday. Sino?
I think Oliver. Our friend
Oliver,
Oliver Fernandez. Ata.
Si Oliver Fernandez. Tignan natin, Oliver Fernandez ba, mga kaibigan? Let's see. Sige, labas natin direct. Nagiging katuwaan parang Ayan, Oliver Fernandez. Tignan natin, siya nga ba? Wow! Oliver Fernandez.
It is Oliver.
Galing.
The lovely Mr. Fernandez. So sabi po niya, good morning, Attorney Lira, Kuya Sonny, and Direct Pao. Hello, London, and the rest of Europe and the world. Next week, I'll be watching while on tour in Japan. But for now, let our Thursday learning begin. Wow! Tell us a bit more, no, Oliver? So, you're going there, how long, no? Tapos, and you're touring ba, the Japan, or you're staying in one bit? I've always wanted to have a look at Japan again, no? So, have you been,
Japan,
Sonny, to Japan?
No, hindi pa masyado, hindi pa but I'd love to go to Japan. Talagang yan, one of my, kumaga parang nasa bucket list ko yan, Japan. I'd love to go to Japan, no? And see a lot of Japanese. And enjoy the places, no? Siguro yung Wagyu na beef, to taste that. Try the bullet trains. And of course, to be in Tokyo and some other places. Yung mga Sapporo, ano pa ba yan? Mga Kyoto. Marami yan di ba? Maraming mga main cities. Saan ba yung Olympics nila dati? Sapporo ba? Sapporo, where was the Olympics? Tokyo Olympics, no? Tokyo Olympics nga pala.
Yeah.
Pero, may mga Sapporo, Japan, may Kobe yata, kung ano mga... Kobe nga ba? Kobe yata, no? Kobe, yung beef, ano bang beef yung... Saan ba ang Wagyu? Sa Scotland ba? Hindi, Wagyu yata, tama. Sa Japan yun, Wagyu, di ba? W-A-G-Y-U? Japan yata, Kailan ka? When was it when you were there, attorney? Kailan ka nasa Japan?
Long time ago. And a long time ago. Batang-bata pa ako. It was only also in transit. So it doesn't really count, no? Because I don't remember anything about it, no? I remember landing, tapos going on a coach, to the hotel. Tapos being taken from the hotel back to the airport. It was just an overnight thing. I was probably, 13, 14 at the time.
Okay.
So I'd love to go and talagang tingnan nga, no? Like a proper holiday.
Yes, tama. Kaya nakakaingit si Oliver, no? In fact, he was, isa ba siya, nag-mountain climbing yata siya. Parang nakita natin, nagma-mountain siya noon. He's doing a lot of activities. Great, great, great. No, maganda yan. Well, tell us about it. How long is it? No. But in the meantime, tama ka, attorney. No. So kudos sa iyo. No. Nakaisa ka. So one. No. Out of one muna. No. Okay. Sige. Let's.
Okay.
Sino second?
Okay. Second, I would say is I'm going to go with Giling because I saw her recently. Si
Oh, Emma Giling. Si Emma. Okay, let's try Emma. Sige, Giling. Ayan, parang yun. Sige. Elamparo. Ano nga pala tama natin ito? Elamparo. Gigi Elamparo.
Elamparo, sabi niya sabi niya ata, dati. Hi, Gigi. So,
Gigi, hi.
Thanks
for messaging.
Yeah, yun nga. So, good evening, sabi po niya, no? Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny. Happy Thursday, all viewers. Also, direct power. God bless everyone. God bless, Gigi. Hopefully, you're well, no? And enjoy the kind of good weather, di ba?
Oo. Kahapon lang, medyo nainitan ako. Talagang, kahapon naka-electric fan pa ako habang nag-show sa init, no? Oo, yeah. So, yes, Gigi, mabuhay, ha? Oh, okay. So, sino pangatlo, attorney? Sino sa palagay mo?
Okay. I think Miss Paner.
Miss Paner.
Miss Paner.
Si, Marian Galicia Panera. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Marian, wow.
Sabi ko niya, hi Marian, yeah. Hello po, Kuya Tony and Attorney Lira at Direct Pao. At sa lahat, happy Thursday po. Magandang gabi.
Happy Thursday.
Stay safe always. Yeah, and stay safe, stay healthy, sabi po niya, no? Everyone, God bless. God bless, yeah, Miss Paner. Hopefully you're okay, no? Ikaw din, stay safe. There's apparently a new variant at the moment.
Marian, Oo nga, okay. So nakadalawa ka, 2 out of 3, no? So magaling. That's a good score, di ba? Nahulaan mo. So ayan. So sige, direct, may mga ating mga pagbati muna hanggang sa muna natin, first batch.
Okay.
Oy, si Ma'am Cora. Namiss mo lang isa. Ma'am Cora, no? Sayang.
Yeah. Ma'am Cora, lovely. Masayang Huwebes, sabi po niya, no? Sir Sonny, Attorney Lira, Direct Paula, at sa lahat na sumusubaybay sa very informative na Immigration Corner. Love to Snooki and Watson. Love to you, Ma'am Cora. Are you well? Hopefully you're well, no?
Yes. Hope you're well, Ma'am Cora. At lagi nangungumusta kay Snooki at kay kay ano pangalan ito? Kay Watson, no? Oy, si Edgar. Edgar, mabuhay, ha? Mabuhay, Edgar, ha?
Edgar! Oh,
may heart pa
I
siya.
love Edgar, no?
Oo.
Yun na nga,
Yes,
magandang
we love him. We love him.
po sa inyong lahat. Yeah, Attorney LC, Direct Pao, Snooks and Sonny L. Mga manonood, dagdag kaalaman day, yung tama. How are you, Edgar?
Yes.
You okay? No? He's such a
nga,
talented
meron siyang
man. I'm always
may pinost yata sa kanyang daughter yata. Sino ba ang daughter? May pinost siya. So mabuhay. Ha? Very proud of his daughters, no? Daughter and daughters. So, ayan, sino to?
So,
ayan.
Si Edgar, welcome to Any Lazir, Onepse, daughter Lian. Welcome sa UK. Kakstring?
Kakarating lang sa UK.
Kakarating, sorry.
Kakarating lang. Well, it just arrived, no? Sinong nanay? Sinong anak? El Lazir Onepse? Ayan, daughter Lian. Okay. Ano sabi? Congratulations ba? Ano ba sabi? Welcome to Annalisa, the daughter of Lian siguro. Si Lian ang nanay. Oo, ganun ba? Tama ba kami? Edgar, no? Baka mali ang interpretation. Ayan. Mabuhay. Welcome, ha? Welcome, Annalisa.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, shout out sa kanila,
welcome. Shout out. Yes, mabuhay. Peter Kelly.
Peter Kelly. Good evening po, Attorney Lira, Sir Sonny and Direct Pao. Good evening po. Kamusta?
Mukhang Pilipino to, no? Si Peter. Mabuhay ka, Peter. Good evening din sa iyo. No? Taga saan ka, Peter? No? Para malaman lang namin kung taga saan ka rito sa United Kingdom. Ayan, para at least ma-acknowledge natin. And it would be nice to know kung nasaan kang nanonood at the moment. Okay. Edgar, yes.
Kakatawa siya, no?
Okay.
Pa-arrange marriage natin siya kay Pom-Pom ko. Yes, he says a dog as well, no?
Ito may pumili. Oo nga, this is the dog of ano. Oo nga, oo. Ano pala yung mga dogs pala, napapag-usapan ng dogs, every 6 months pala they have their heat. So it would run between 4 to 6, 8 weeks yata, o parang ganon, 6 weeks, 2 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Ang hirap lang, very messy. Kasi nagdudugo siya maski saan eh. Oo, masyadong ano. And I found something about female dogs na magugulat kayo no na as saka ko na i-share no pero nakaka-shock pa lang uy, pwede nagkaganon din pala ang female dog no na nagulat ako. So ayan no, every 6 months pala I'll have to put up with it, attorney. Every 6 months meron siyang heat. So ayan.
Oh, I see.
Oo.
Okay, well,
Grabe,
good luck
oh.
with that, Sonny, no?
Oo nga. Hindi ko alam kung meron diapers ba ng dog so no para pag during the time na meron siya pwede siyang bigyan ng diapers. No? In the meantime, okay. So sige, direct ano okay. So yan muna ang first batch natin ng mga pagbati and we're gonna have a short break and when we come back pag-uusapan ni attorney yung itong topic natin na yan. Okay, private life, immigration, and young adults. No? Huwag ko kayong alis, no? Mga kaibigan, at pagbalik ko natin, i-discuss ni attorney yan, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio, UK. Pinoy Radio, UK. Sumasayang papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiok.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, nagbabalik ho yung ating palatuntunang Immigration Corner wherein we discuss, talk about immigration issues, immigration problems, kung meron kayong mga tanong. No? Okay, ito na ho. Once again, pakikilala natin yung ating pinakamamahal na eksperto ho pagdating ho sa larangan ng immigration law. No? Walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Once again, happy Thursday, Attorney.
Happy Thursday po. Happy Thursday sa inyong lahat. Welcome back, no? Sa Immigration Corner natin.
Ayan. O sige, Attorney, sige. I guess, no, take it away. Sige, we're going to be talking about, ayan, no, private life, immigration, and young adults.
Okay, so umpisa na po natin. Now, ito lagi natin pinag-uusapan, mga adults, no, pagka nandito na nga sila, anong pwede nilang gawin, magtrabaho, ganoon, o mga bata, no? But rarely do we speak really about immigration and young adults. By that, I mean an age between 18 and 25. No? Now, it's come to mind nga ito dahil I was advising a client a couple of weeks ago. So, sa kanya, ang nangyari, yung pamilya niya dumating dito nung 10 taong pa nga lang siya. No? So, obviously, well under 18 years old. No? nung dumating sila dito, yung ama at yung nanay niya, no? Wala silang nawala yung visa nila. Naging overstayers nga sila. Now, nakakuha sila ng visa, and that was obviously fortunate and was good. Nakakuha sila ng visa. Lahat sila some 5 years ago, no? Which is great. Now, ibig sabihin they can work properly and all of that. Now, itong bata, hindi na siya bata because now, yung bata, in fact, he's now 20 years old na siya, no? 20 years old na siya. In fact, he's just turned nga 20. Now, gusto niyang pumasok sa university. And as some of you would know, A-levels came out nga last week, GCSEs nga came out this week. So, he wants to go to university. Now, problema nga lang, tuition fee, sabi niya. No? So, may visa siya, may visa magulang nga niya. Ang visa niya, limited remain. So, matatapos lahat ng visa nila nitong December 2023. Now, he's made an application nga to the university. Sabi ng university sa kanya, they would need to assess him as an overseas student. So, ibig sabihin, napakataas ng tuition fee. It's about 3 times the normal, local home tuition fee, which is approximately £9,000 per annum nga, no? So, ibig sabihin, you're looking at about, in the 20s, ang payo sa kanya. So, his parents do not have 20,000+ pounds to pay. He certainly doesn't have it. So sabi niya, ano ba magagawa niya? So we were considering nga ito, yung application, the applications they're going to be submitting in December in the context nga of universities. And itong payo ko sa kanila. So itong bata, may visa na nga siya. Nakuha niya ang visa niya under the private family life route 5 years ago. Usually, ang mangyayari, pagka in December or just shortly before December nga, magpasok na ng application, sabay-sabay nga silang lahat, and then he would get, like the parents, 2.5 years uli. Pagka 10 taon na sila dito, then they can make an application for indefinite leave to remain. So settlement status. Now, what I wanted to be able to do for him is to get yung indefinite leave to remain, yung settlement status, much sooner. And you can or he can. Okay? So yung mga magulang, kailangan nilang mag-intay ng another 5 years effectively to get indefinite leave to remain. Dahil sa kanila, kailangan nilang makita 10 years ng total dito. Yung bata, dahil he satisfies actually, it was a concession but now it's part of the rules that was introduced back in 2021. And it's to do really with young adults ang tawag nga nila. Specifically to do with those between 18 po hanggang 25 may visa na sila. So let's look at the conditions. So payo ko sa kanya ito. No? So kailangan yung pakita, sabi ko sa kanya, okay, kailangan yung pakita na you're between the ages of 18 and 25. 20 years old yung bata. O hindi na siya bata, no? So, but 18 to 25, 20 years old. So we tick that box. Now, kailangan niyo din pakita that he has spent half of his life in the United Kingdom. That's easy to calculate in his case because, of course, he's 20. So he came here when he was 10 years old. No? So ibig sabihin, he has indeed spent half of his life in the United Kingdom. Okay? Of course, if he were only 19, hindi pa. But so, kailangan niya maghintay. So, but now he's 20 and he entered the UK at the age of 10. So he has spent certainly half of his life in the UK. And yung bata, he has quite good character, as in there are no suitability issues. So it's not that he's never been convicted for of anything. He's not been made bankrupt or anything like that too. So he will satisfy the suitability requirement. So basically, parang good character ang tawag, no? Now, sabi ko sa kanya, okay, kung gagawin nga natin to, kailangan niyang kumuha ng test, the Life in the UK test. The B1 test, actually, he would satisfy because one of the things that he studied is A-level English. No? So yung B1 level English, that should be satisfied nga. And as I say, Life in the UK, kailangan niyang kunin, which I don't see is going to be a problem nga sa kanya. There's no financial requirement. So, hindi natin kailangan pakita na ang ama at nanay niya may income sila na over 18,600 or 20,000, ganon. We don't need to show that, which is good. Pero kailangan pa rin natin pakita. Ang payo ko sa kanya, under the suitability requirements, for example, good character nga, gusto pa rin natin pakita nga na sapat yung pera nila para sa kanila. No? Tsaka meron silang tinitirhan. Again, it's not a problem dahil nanay, tatay, nagtatrabaho pareho. Siya may part-time nga lang siya ngayon, but it doesn't even matter. Dahil sapat nga yung pera nila. So, there's even though there's no strict financial requirement, pwede pa rin natin pakita, meron siyang tinitirhan, kaya yung sapat nga yung pera nila para sa kanila. And actually, may sobra pang kaunti. And then, the last thing na kailangan niyang pakita is the 5 years visa, qualifying period ang tawag nga nila. So, kung hindi pa siya 5 taon dito, fortunately sa kanya, 5 taon na nga siya, mahigit na nga konti. So, pero kung hindi pa siya 5 years dito, then he would not qualify. And that, amongst other things, is a mandatory requirement. So, kung hindi pa siya 5 years, then there's no point making an application under that. So, he satisfies the qualifying period also 5 years. So ibig sabihin, pwede siya magpasok ng application. Now, anong papasok niyang application? It would actually be for settlement status, indefinite leave to remain, no, under this private life route. Okay, so it is under what's called PL, which is short for private life. The rule says 4.1. Okay, so it would be an application under the private life route. Now, kung makapasa siya doon, all the requirements. So by that, I mean, they take 1825 siya dito, half of life in the United Kingdom, suitability requirement, B1 and life in the UK test, no financial requirements as I say, and 5 years na nga siya dito with this visa. No? So kailangan niya pakita, may visa siya under the private life route for 5 years. So if he ticks all those boxes, and he does, no, then bibigay na visa sa kanya settlement status, indefinite leave to remain. So, ibig sabihin, kung makuha nga niya, he will then be a resident in the United Kingdom. Now, the university, sabi nga nila dati sa kanya, well, limited visa ka nga dito, so we're going to assess you as an overseas student. Now, I'm hoping nga, and this differs really from university to university, na in getting indefinite leave to remain nga para sa kanya, that he would then be assessed as a home student, a local student. So, ibig sabihin, rather than spending, 20 plus thousand pounds per annum for the tuition fee, he would be classed as a home student, which means you're looking about 9,000 pounds. Because 9,000 pounds, sa kanila doable, no? Especially if he gets nga a loan. And so it would mean, really, itong bata, okay, he may not be able to go. He's planning to take a gap year this year, but next year, hopefully nga, he will then be able to go to his choice of university. No, so it really sa kanya, it's made the difference between being able to go to uni or not being able to go to uni. Okay, so kung meron kayong mga anak o kayo mismo, no, meron kayong visa, 5 taon na nga kayo dito, between those ages, you satisfy all those requirements. Nga, you should seriously consider making an application sooner for indefinite leave to remain. Dahil kung makakuha yung indefinite leave to remain na mas maaga, no? So, in his case, he gets indefinite leave to remain, no? Then he can make an application, of course, within 12 months of getting indefinite leave to remain for naturalization leading to a British passport, no? Even though, of course, yung nanay tatay niya hindi pa. So, in his case, he can potentially make an application for naturalization and then get British passport. So it's all good news nga sa kanya. But as I say, it put me in mind of the A-levels nga and last week, tapos this week nga GCSEs. In this case, well, okay, sabi nga niya sa akin, he's gonna have to, he was thinking anyway, taking a year off. So rather than not being able to go, he will be going. But isn't that great, no? So bear it in mind kung ganitong sitwasyon nyo. Because I do think it makes a world of difference, and in his case, it'll make a world of difference talaga. So sabi ko nga sa kanya, look, he needs to just keep me informed because I'd like very much to know anong plano nga niya going forward. But anyway, I'll be making an application, I suspect, for the whole family nga shortly, because their visas will expire anyway in December. But isn't that great, Sonny? No, good. It's a good, a nice story.
Pero he can apply ahead of the family, the rest of the family. Ganun ba?
Yeah.
Sinasabi mo, attorney?
Tama.
Okay.
Tama. Opo.
You were mentioning about, for example, kasi kung hindi pa ba siya maging permanent resident, yung unlimited status niya, baka i-consider siya as a home student, as a foreign student, kung gusto niya mag-university. Were you trying to infer that kung hindi pa naka-apply, a strategy to do is to do a gap year so that by the time, yung gap year in effect, pag okay na ang papers mo, ano ka na, naturalize ka na, ganun ba? Is that what you're saying? Na parang, sa ngayon, kunyari, kung hindi pa naturalized, he would be classed as an overseas student, paying, say, 20K a year, pounds. Pero kung iga-gap year ba, is that a strategy? Is that deliberate? Is that to have a gap year?
Actually,
so that in the meantime, you can apply for your naturalization, permanent residency? Yeah, sorry, go. Yeah.
No, that's fine. Yung actually in his case, no, and this is why I was particularly pleased na, they saw me, pinag-usapan nga namin, that akala niya, he needs to then wait, like the parents, which is you're looking at another 5 years nga. And so he wasn't actually thinking potentially of going, he had nearly given up on the idea of going to university, that he can't afford it. The parents can't afford also to send him to uni, not with that amount of money, because you're looking at per annum, 20 plus per annum. So he pretty much given up on the idea of going to university. So in this case, dahil nga nung nalaman nila sa akin that actually we can make an application sooner for indefinite leave to remain. So sabi niya, in that case, I'll just take a gap year, and then apply, next year. So yes, it's changed his plans considerably, and so he's ecstatic because it means being able to pursue studies.
Paki ano lang yung first requirement, sabi mo 25, may age limit kasi and then the next one would be at least they have lived half of their lives, one half. So 20 na siya ngayon. So 10 years old nandito, so one half. Pero ano yung unang requirement? Ano yung unang parang criteria o ano? 2025 you were mentioning? Anong edad? 18 to 25.
Between 18 to 25.
Ayun, between 18 to 25.
At the time of making the application, he must be the applicant must be between the ages of 18 and 25 years old.
May mina-mention ng 5 years qualifying period. Of course, yung suitability, okay naman siya. Pero you mentioned earlier, attorney, sabi mo, pag kami naturalized na, he can, pagka permanent resident, he can apply within 12 months. When you say within 12 months, the day after getting permanent residency, that's kasi within 12 months yun. O hindi mo sinabing after 12 months, no? Within 12 months, ibig sabihin, pagkatapos maging permanent resident, they can apply the following day for naturalization. Hindi pa?
No.
Oh, okay,
no, hindi pa. No, you're quite right. I can clarify. Tama ka. Yeah. So
because I heard you say that
they
can apply for natural within 12 months. So 12 months is like inside the 12 months. No. So it has to be at least another 12 months muna. Okay, minimum. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, magandang tong ruta na to because maraming may mga tag dito. It would benefit a lot of people. Marami pala kamukha niyan to, naka-benefit do sa educational aspect nung kanyang di ba? Ng kanyang life, no? So instead of paying 20K, mas mababa na, or you could probably get a loan siguro, no? Hindi ko masyadong naintindihan yan because hindi naman ako rito lumaki at wala akong anak na dito ko pinag-aral, no? So ayan. Okay, attorney, may question yata, may flash si direct na from Edgar Dwight. Tanong, sabi niya. Sige, pakibasa, attorney.
Okay, so galing po to kay Edgar. So if Lian is 17 and nakatapos siya ng year 11 sa Pinas, pag nag-uni ba siya, she will be treated as international student. Her mom is working sa hospital. Now, still indefinite siya, or indeed, no, kung indefinite nga siya dito, so settled status nga siya. The only thing to watch out for with some universities, and it's not all universities, is some of them say, okay, you need to be you need to have indefinite leave to remain, a minimum of 3 years before they would treat you as a home student. But that's not all universities, okay? That seemed to change from university to university nga. Of course, kung British na nga siya, si Lian, so she's become naturalized and become British, then that's not an issue, that British na nga siya, no? So the thing to ask is, okay, indefinite na nga siya, no? But is there time limit nga from when she got indefinite leave to remain, no, permanent residence, to when she would be treated nga as an international student? Some universities seem to just, take it as read na kung indefinite nga yung bata, it automatically they're then assessed to be a local student. But not all universities do that, Edgar. So check their check their conditions nga, no? It should be noted there how they assess it, yung mga conditions na requirements na nila.
Attorney, kararating lang. I remember kanina we were confused with who is the mom, who is the daughter. And it turns out now, si Leanne ang daughter kasi 17. Diba? Sabi nga nun, Eliasir, ano nilabas na message kanina? Pakilabas mo nga direct, Eliasir Nuresme o Este, ganun, magulo pangalan eh. And then may Lian, akala natin nanay si Lian, anak niya yung kararating na si Uli Este, nakita mo yun direct? Yung kanina, ayan. Hindi yan. Bago na yan eh. Yung kaninang pangalan na nakakalito na Eliasir Uduutste, parang ganun eh. So we were trying to decipher the message. Sabi niya kararating lang eh. Ayan, Enilazir Onepse daughter. Welcome to Enilazir Onepse daughter, Lian. So si Enilazir Onepse, ang nanay, si daughter niya, hindi ka na baka lalaki to, hindi rin natin malaman kasi baka father to, no? Ang daughter kasi sila, pwede kasi tatay at na. Welcome to Enilazir Onepse daughter, Lian. Kararating lang, attorney. Yung minimension mong permanent residency, can the child have permanent residency? Kararating pa lang? Well, before, let's say, nasa Pilipinas pa lang and the parents are trying to get, pwede na. So you were mentioning about 3-year residence. Some universities have 3 years. Some universities may be, So, i-research yun. So, ibig mo sabihin, kung makakalusot siya, pwedeng kararating pa lang niya, pwede na siya maging home student na? Ma-consider?
Yes.
Okay. So, yun, nilinaw ko lang. Kasi kararating lang eh. Ngayon, ipasok mo yung mga messages ngayon para ma-clarify. Kasi yun ang nag-stick sa mind ko, yung kanina Enilazir Onepse. Ano yung second message mo na pinasok direct na merong mga, Evelyn yata, Riza ito. Ayan, anak ni Riza. So tatay siguro yun. No, welcome kay Lian, anak ni Riza. 17 years old pa lang si Lian. Nakahabol, papunta sa UK. Dito, siya sa Derby. Ayun. So 70 kasi.
Perfect. Good. Yeah. Nakahabol siya dahil 18 ang deadline.
Binaligtad lang doon yung pangalan. I have this information, binaligtad lang doon yung pangalan. So, Risa ang pangalan. Ikaw naman direct. Ako naman direct. Ikaw naman, Edgar, ginawa mo, nahirapan tuloy tayo, sinimplify lang. Oo. Kasi Facebook name. Sige. Anyway, so yun yun. At least pinaano lang natin na si Risa ang pangalan, nanay pala, hindi tatay. Kasi pwede naman sabing, daughter ni Inos nag-aral. Ayun nga, Sonny Laragan. Pag binaligtad mo, nag-aral Laragan. Inos nag-aral, daughter Sofia. Ayan. Lalaki pwede rin kasi, di ba? Ngayon, hindi natin alam kung nanay. Kasi daughter, when you say daughter, any of the parent can be mentioned. Kaya lang malabo yung mention, hindi malinaw, no? Kaya we clarify. So, Risa pala yung binaligtad sa Facebook name. Okay. So okay ba? So sinagot ni direct ani attorney, okay na yan. So maski nasa labas, naging permanent resident, pumasok, kung magko-qualify sa isang schoolan, merong requirement na 3 years, pero kung makahanap ng school, good, walang bayad, no? Okay, direct.
Tama ka.
Punta tayo sa mga questions. Sige, let's go sa questions. Yeah, attorney,
galing
from
po
Maya.
Maya. Maya S. Hello, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. May question lang po ako. Pwede po ba ako mag-apply ng British citizenship? Dahil 6 years na po ako dito sa UK. Medyo nagdadalawang isip ko dahil talaga makabayan po talaga ako. Gusto ko lang sanang malaman if hindi po katrayduran, no? Katrayduran, no? Sa bansang Pilipinas, kung mag-a-apply na po ako ng citizenship dito sa UK, feeling ko po kasi tinatalikuran ko na yung pagka-Pilipino ko. Oh, Maya, ikaw naman. Oh, okay. Well, it's less of a legal question, more of a kind of feeling,
More feeling, yes.
Question nga, no? Look, ito. No, ang maganda nga, for a long time now, pwede tayong maging dual, no? So, kahit nga maging British citizen ka, you can still maintain anyway yung Filipino citizenship mo. So, and of course, you will no doubt nga maintain also yung mga connections mo nga sa atin. So, I don't look at it that way, no? I think, ako nga din, no? It's every time, so, pagka yung mga tao, no, they ask me what I am, or I'm asked on the form, no, what's your nationality? I still have to think that my gut reaction is to put Filipino because I am Filipino and I feel Filipino nga, no? That's irrespective of any passport nga that I may hold. So no, I wouldn't worry about it, Maya. No, I think if it's something nga na you perhaps should do dahil it means nga makakabalik ka dito, if you're go to the Philippines for any length of time, hindi ka nga, you're not going to lose your leave to remain in the UK because you've been away for more than 2 years. If it makes life a little bit easier also when you're retiring, I don't think that you should look at it as a kind of you're feeling that you're being a traitor by taking on another nationality. I don't think so. At least that's my feeling. I think the passport you hold does not dictate your feeling about home, home country. What do you think?
Well, I agree. I agree with you. Tama yan. People would, kung ang citizenship mo naman, mahirap ka naman, if you go back to the Philippines, wala kang trabaho, or you find it difficult to probably have a better life. Kanya nga lahat itong mga kliyente mo, di ba, attorney, all of this, even sa America, they want to go abroad. They want to have a good life. They equate yung going abroad to a better life, to a better way of earning money, di ba? Kaya nga pagka nakalusot sila sa immigration challenges nila, para silang tumama sa lottery, di ba? That's how we describe it. And also, sino ba ngayon ang Amerikano? There's no, anybody can, a Japanese, you see on television sa Pilipinas, sa Amerika, some of the newscasters are mostly Japanese-looking girls na yung mga host, hindi na yung puti, di ba? Iba na. So, wherever siguro kung yung patriotism pwede namang hindi naman magiging, 'di ba, parang epekto sa atin yan. I don't think people, if you're having a good with the likes of some people that we know living in Italy, living in France, they prefer yung nandoon sila sa France or sa Spain or sa Italy rather than being back in the Philippines where they have a difficulty in di ba, in getting jobs, no? So, yun, I guess hindi dapat maging issue yun. Tapos, nakalimutan ko na my flow of thought na wala tuloy, no? Pero, yun lang. Yun, naalala ko, meron akong kaibigan ngayon, no? Nagsisisi, no? Ang problema lang kasi ngayon, yung pagiging citizen, exempted na sa exam 60 plus na di ba? Ano ba ang exemption ng exam, ng Life in the UK test? Kasi maraming bumabagsak yan Anong
65.
65. Okay. May kilala ako, hindi ko nababanggit yung pangalan, very close to me. She came over here, worked for a government media organization sa Pilipinas, and was sent over to have some media sa BBC. But anyway, she fell in love, may family, kaya lang hindi niya na ayos yung status niya. Permanent residency lang siya. Hirap na hirap siya, talagang gusto niya nang mag-ipon, gusto niya nagsisisi siya dahil ang hirap lumabas Pupunta ka ng Amerika, you need a passport, a visa. You go sa France, kailangan mo ng visa. Hindi basta-basta eh. Tsaka pag umuwi, dumarating sila, hiwalay sila eh. Yung anak niya at tsaka asawa niya na Irish, doon sila isa ibang pila. Siya dahil Philippine passport, doon siya sa isang pila. Ang hirap, di ba? Maraming tawag dito, hassle. So, yeah, be a citizen, okay lang yan. It doesn't make you less of a Filipino kung meron kang British passport, no? So, yan. Okay, next question natin. Sige. Ayan, sige. Tayo lang natin, attorney, no? Second. Ayan, okay.
Galing po to kay Rosie. Rosie M. Good evening, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. I want to ask this po. Nagpapatanong po kasi ang ko, ILR, definitely to remain, no? Na po siya since 2006. Okay, gusto na po niyang mag-apply ng citizenship ngayon. And may life in the UK test na po siya. Required po ba siyang mag-English test para sa application niya? Oh, actually, this is tamang-tamang question, ano? Answer is yes. If she is under the age of 65, no, and she doesn't have any so medical concerns, for example, no. So yes is the answer. So yung life in the UK test, valid pa yon, because fortunately yun, at least at the moment, walang expiry date. Pero yung English language, which is the B1 level, so mas mahirap na. Pero kaya niya yun. I mean, if she passed the life in the UK test, she will pass the B1 level. Gawin niya.
A permanent resident for a long time, and you will be surprised to find out they still carry a Philippine passport. Okay? Philippine, hindi pa British. Ano ang mga reasons ba? For example, kamukha ngayon, kung over 65 ka, hindi ka nakukuha ng life in the UK test. Wala ka na rin English test. So, libre, it's just a breeze. Okay lang, di ba? Walang problema. Pera na lang ang problema mo. Magkano na nga ngayon? Magkano na ngayon para mag-apply ng citizenship? Anyway, what are the reasons why? Kung bakit, sige, maaaring gusto nila, pero bakit hindi sila nag-a-apply? Anong mga reasons kaya? Meron ba silang criminal record na they are so afraid na baka it surprises me to find out some people who have been here for a long time only to find out permanent residents lang nila. So what's holding them back? Huwag na natin sabihin sigurong love na natin ang country. They probably have that intention, they want to be British citizens. Pero what sometimes holds back? What would hold attorney, criminal record? Ano bang na merong pending? Anong reason?
No, the two things, apart from you like Maya said, yung feeling of loyalty, but putting that aside, the two main reasons I come across ng mga tao hindi sila nag-apply is pera, because ang home office fee at the moment is 1,330, no, for the naturalization. And ang pangalawa, yung test. So I have a lot of clients, 65, no, and then so they need to do B1 test and the life in the UK. And the B1 usually hindi nga din problema. The life in the UK more of an issue. Dahil tayo, no, I find mga kliyente ko especially, lagi silang nagtatrabaho, no? So, trabaho, tulog, okay? Trabaho uli, tulog, no? They have no time to study for this life in the UK test. And then sometimes, so parang sila tapos hindi sila pumasa, no, first time around, they get discouraged about doing it again. At saka it's not cheap also, no? The life in the UK test not as expensive as say the B1. I think the B1 is something like £250. The life in the UK, I think it's £50. But still, no, it's still money, no, and mainly not time. So I think money nga, it's not a cheap application. Also making an application, but mainly I find itong test. So unless they exempt because of age, for example, they don't have the time. They don't have sometimes the patience nga to do the two things. But beware po, it's not gonna get better. Hindi nila aalisin yung test. if anything, it's more likely dadagdagan pa nila. So kung pwede niyong gawin, I would say do it now.
Oh, so kung somebody, for example, here is a young man, Filipino, always fighting with the girlfriend, so he gets to have some police record siguro, having some fights with, mga ganyan, mga, yun, walang problema yun, you mean to say? Maski that wouldn't count, makaka-apekto sa kanyang naturalization application?
It can, because one of the things nga titingnan din nila is, of course, character. No? And character is defined very widely. So it could be that that could go against good character. It could also mean sometimes nga din, someone who's overstayed in the UK, or even some not quite so serious but certainly convictions. All those things could be character. No, but you can make representations as long as they're not serious convictions. You can make representations nga to say, okay, nangyari nga to nung bata pa ako, it's times past since, or there were extenuating circumstances why those have happened, or and why it's led to a conviction, for example, nga, and it's not as serious in the scheme of things nga. So you can make nga representations in relation to character. But look, okay, money aside, because of course, if you make an application, you lose your money. That's of course that's quite a lot to lose. But ang payo ko, if this is your home now, tapos nga okay na Pilipinas nga din, I would say have a go, make the application. The worst that can happen is they say hindi nga to pwede, and we think you should wait another couple of years, and in relation to character. So, but I would suggest still have a go.
Have a go dahil, kumbaga, pasok ka na eh. Meron ka ng permanent residency eh. Tama ba yan? May ILR ka na eh.
Yeah.
So, they cannot kick you out of the United Kingdom. So, give it a try. Ganun ba? But of course, do your life in the UK test, no? At saka yung okay. Life in the UK test at saka English. Pahabol. Yan, sige. Tanong yung ma'am ni Lian ay kararating lang dito nung February this year. Teka, magulo yata tayo, magulo. Nanay, teka muna. Oo.
Yung ma'am ni Lian, okay.
Oo, naguguluhan ako. Nanay ba, kararating din? So, nanay ba, mag-aaral din?
Hindi pa sila PR, okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, so sabi niya, so pare.
Oo.
Yeah, pareho sila hindi pa PR, no? Hindi pa sila permanent resident. So, kung hindi sila permanente dito, wala silang indefinite leave to remain, settlement status, or permanent residence, Edgar. No, she will definitely be treated as a foreign student.
Ayun. Parang magulo. Parang, yung pambasa ko ba, ang pagkakaintindi ko doon is, even the mom is also ambitioning or aspiring to be a student? Ganun ba? Eligible ba sila to apply sa uni? Not as a foreign student.
Yeah,
kasi sabi, pahabol na tanong yung ma'am ni Lian, nagpapatanong yung ma'am ni Lian, pero karating lang dito. Kararating din lang dito ng nanay. So magkasabay, eligible ba sila? When you say apply sa uni, not as foreign student.
Yeah,
hindi pa nga. Yun. Yeah. So yung kanina tanong ko kay, meron akong parang, kumbaga parang qualifying question kay attorney. Pwede ba, attorney, maski nasa labas pa, pwedeng papasok pa lang magkaroon na ng status as permanent resident? Sabi ni attorney, pwede. So yun, di ba? Pero in this case pala, hindi pa. Wala pa pala, di ba? So, ayun, kinaklaro natin kanina. Okay, well, si Lian, teka muna, sino ba? Si Lian, nagugulo. Si Risa ang nanay. Si Lian, teka muna, magulo.
Siyang bata, si Lian ang bata.
Oo. Pasok mo nga ulit question, Direk. Yung message, para naguguluhan ako sa mensahe. Pakipasok mo nga ulit yung last na yon, yung kay Lian. Kasi si Risa ang nanay. Pero kung babasahin mo yung istorya, parang parang pati nanay gusto mag-apply. Pahabol na tanong ng ma'am ni Lian ay kararating lang dito nung February this year. Nung February, ba sila? Anyway, maguguluhan ako. Anyway, sige na, okay na yun. Sige, okay na. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So good
yeah.
luck sa
Sige.
kanila. Good luck, no? Good luck sa
Good luck,
kanila.
good luck, good luck. Pero hindi pa pwedeng mag-apply kaagad. Hindi pwedeng kararating lang at wala pang PR, maka-benefit na kaagad dun sa ano, no? Sa ano. Di ba, teka muna, di ba meron pag may dumarating no recourse to public funds. Di ba mga ganyan, di ba? Which is, when you say no recourse to public funds, that includes education, di ba? Tama ba, attorney?
No.
Di ba pa
There
yan?
are actually some benefits. Yeah, some benefits also are not regarded as public funds. No, may lista nga on the government website. So things like universal credit, no housing benefit, those are clearly public funds nga. But certain things. So for example, I'm just trying to think of PIP, personal independent payment, for example, it's not regarded as public funds nga, and so you can make a claim, for example, under that. I'm not sure what about child benefit actually. I can't, at one point it was not considered public funds, and I think that remains to be the case. So not everything is public funds, and certainly NHS, no, you would think it's public funds, but it's not actually part of the no recourse to public funds. You can claim
Really,
NHS care. Yeah, you can claim NHS care as long as you are what's called ordinarily resident in the United Kingdom.
No araw, a few years ago, 10, 15, 20 years or less than 20 years ago, may mga Pilipino dumating and then work under a work permit, pa ang tawag, no, scheme. And then as nurses, pagkatapos they were able to claim some nagka-claim na child benefits, and they were so afraid, fearful that if they applied for natural permanent residency, baka makita and it would affect their application. So are you saying yung child benefits, okay lang yan? Walang problema?
Yeah. I need to check on the
problema.
child benefit. Okay. At one point, hindi nga yung problema. But frankly, I'm not entirely sure na nga yun. But with the NHS, no, claiming, so pagka nagbayad ka ng IHS, yeah, you can strictly, you can then, that means you can access NHS care, yung IHS nga, no, pagka nakakuha na kayong visa. So the two things na kailangan nila makita is, you have a visa, and you are what's called ordinarily resident in the United Kingdom in order to be able to claim, to access NHS care.
Okay, so ngayon nagbabayad, may IHS. So parang in a way, like they cannot call it as public funds dahil nagbayad eh. Pero no, prior to the IHS, would that be considered public funds? Yung access to NHS?
No,
hindi rin. Kasi kung work
not.
permit ka, kung work permit ka, it says you're allowed eh. O pwede, pati anak mo pwede mag-aral eh. During that time. Oh. So okay lang, okay. At least klaro lang. Kinaklaro lang na. These are just clarificatory questions.
Yeah.
Ayan. Okay. Well, okay. Well, I guess okay na tayo doon sa attorney. Ganun, meron ka ba mga pagbati dyan direct? So, bago magpaalam si attorney at baka shoutouts on how she could, siguro, yung attorney, go ahead, siguro, mga shoutouts on how to get in touch with you in case they have some immigration problems and they need a lawyer to represent them, no? Siyempre, yan, ikaw ang pinagmamalaki natin, the very first, totoo yan, mga kaibigan, kauna-unang abogada o abogado, no? O Pinoy na abogada dito sa United Kingdom. Itong napapanood ho ninyo, yung ating long hair na brains and beauty ho, no? Abogado ho, walang iba kundi si Attorney Lira Simon CABATBAT. So Attorney, go ahead please. If you have any how to get in touch with you or baka meron kang gustong mga shoutouts, go right ahead please.
Well, actually, so let me deal with contacting muna, no? And I do have one big shout out. So if you need to contact me po, itong email address ko, cabatbat@douglas-simon.com. So the cabatbat@douglas-simon.com. Telephone number po namin 0203-375-0555. And we have of course yung website namin kung gusto nyo makita yung mga articles ko. Ang website po namin www.douglas-simon.com. So just go into the section with the news, click on that, no? Tapos makikita yung mga articles, and I will actually be I'll be preparing an article based on yung pinag-usapan nga natin ngayon. And then so kung meron kayong mga kaibigan o kayo nga mismo o kaya yung anak nyo nga is looking to maybe apply for indefinite leave to remain sooner for whatever reason, including maybe university, have a look at that and see if he or she would satisfy the conditions. Because otherwise, also putting aside university or anything like that, you then save, home office fees, right? Kung makakuha siyang indefinite, that much sooner. So it is definitely worthwhile looking at. Now, as far as shout out goes, look, Sonny, as you know, I don't I don't share many personal stuff, because you don't do that. But I just want to congratulate yung anak ko. She did her A levels, and so she did so well. She'll be going to one of the Russell Group universities, and she'll be studying medicine. So I'm a proud mama.
Wow! Yeah. Wow! Yes, of course. Wow! Congratulations. At least may naibang medical field kasi 'di ba yan ang mga parang very mga highly esteemed mga course, mga jobs siguro or vocations like lawyer and a doctor, 'di ba? So makukumpleto na yung pamilya niyo. Oh, that's good. Is she going to be like, for example, the first doctor in your family dito in the UK? If ever?
Who studied in the UK, yeah. My
may
aunt
brother ka ba?
actually, studied. Yeah.
Your aunt.
So
okay,
one my
okay,
aunts
okay.
did medical degree but as far as I know, first to study here, and it always me yung mga bata, they just do so much better than us, no. But yeah, so that was a bit of a nail-biting thing last week. But no, she did so. And as I say, it's so competitive, more competitive than law.
Good.
Medicine.
Well, congratulations. You're a proud mother,
so
proud
proud.
mama, and congratulations. Ano pangalan niya ulit yung daughter mo?
Better not say,
Elizabeth?
kasi nahihiya siya.
Okay.
No,
Sorry. Sige. Okay. No worries. But congratulations, and congratulations also to the mom, because without the guidance of the mom, diba, she wouldn't be that successful. Yes, we are amazed with how they are, very intelligent, very good, pero nasa genes nanggaling din. She took after you. No? So, diba, attorney?
I cannot take any credit.
Credit? Wow,
I cannot take any credit. It's all her. So she's done very, very well. All on her own, really.
Congratulations then.
We want to. Yeah, congratulations sa kanya. So she's done.
Looking forward
she's done
to our
well.
doctor in future. Kaya lang baka sasama ba siya sa mga young doctors, sa mga pag nag-strike? Future striker.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
But
Someone else would strike.
But that's good. It's a very nice course to take, being a doctor. Kamukha diba sinasabi nga natin parang makakuha mo yung visa mo or something para kang tumama ng lottery, because sometimes really hirap at tiyaga at iba dyan nag-overstay, nagpagtagal-tagal, hirap nila na, in fact, believe nga ako sa mga lalaki din na sinisikap nila hindi maayos ang papers nila, eventually naayos nila, no? Matibay yun, hindi talagang nilaban nila yun. Dahil, maraming challenges, maraming tumatakas na kababayan natin sa mga amo nilang Middle Eastern, yung hirap na ginugulat na experience noon, talagang grabe, amazing, no? Diba? I'm sure na you've handled some of these cases, attorney. So, yun nga, pagka nandito na kayo, nagsimikap kayo na maging citizen o mapunta rito, gusto niya siyempre makuha yung una-una yung passport. One of the best passports in the world is the British passport, number 3, ano yata yan, di ba? So pinaka magaling yan. And in that line, nawala tuloy yung line of thought ko, may naalala ko. Dami ko kasi gusto sabihin tungkol dyan. But anyway, so attorney, maraming salamat. It's been a wonderful Thursday again, dagdag kaalaman day. Marami tayong nalaman. And nalaman natin na, anong tawag dito, yung daughter has made it, and then she's gonna be going to a medical course and medical school. So mabuhay. At we're gonna be praying for her success din, no? Sa kanyang studies, no? And yeah. Attorney, maraming salamat. Thanks for making our Thursday happy and enjoyable and informative. No, maraming salamat. So, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye sa ngalan ho ni Attorney Lira Simon CABATBAT dito sa ating Legal Advice Corner. At sa hindi Direct Paula Perez, ito po si Sonny LARAGAN nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito po sa Immigration Corner. We'll do it again next Thursday, no, for another edition of Immigration Corner. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.